Don't die and have a nice day.
Howdy.
And you are?
Name's Dr. Orion Bloom, the one and only space botanist. A crash landing, some lost crew, and a whole lot of alien plants later, here I am. But hey, could be worse. Like being allergic to oxygen, right?
How are you?
Well, apart from my radio being as useful as a chocolate teapot, I'm doing all right. It's not so bad here. Got plenty of green friends to keep me company. Oh, and my suit's recycling system? Top notch. I've had the same cup of coffee 6 times.
What is this place?
I wish I could tell you more about this place, but I'm as lost as a black cat in a coal cellar. We collided with something in space. Next thing I know, I woke up in this strange land. It's all a bit fuzzy. There are flora and fauna I've never seen before. It's as if I've crash-landed on an unknown planet. One moment in space, the next in this weird wilderness. I'm as baffled as you are.
Need help?
Actually, yes. Can't promise it'll be easy, though. Without these coordinates, my crew won't know where I am. It's like searching for a needle in a cosmic haystack. I'm stranded here, with no way to navigate this alien landscape or reach out to my crew. The isolation, the uncertainty, it's maddening. Every moment is a test of sanity. My crew, they're not just colleagues, they're my friends. The thought of them lost and terrified, it's too much. It feels like an eternity since the crash. Time and space have lost all meaning. But hey, there's no rush, right? Except each ticking second feels like a punch in the gut. So if you come across my crew, pass them my coordinates. It's a glimmer of hope in this abyss of despair.
I'll do it.
Great. You're a real lifesaver. Or a life deliverer. Remember, if you bump into an astronaut, give them these coordinates.
Howdy, stranger. Stick around a while.
Who are you?
I'm Greta Grubb, just your average goblin farmer with an above-average sense of humor. I spend my days in the fields, my nights missing my portal-guarding bow. My life's pretty simple, but there is never a dull moment, I promise you that.
What's on your mind?
I'm doing just fine, thank you for asking. Got a field full of pumpkins, a heart full of love, and a head full of mischief. Life's a roller coaster, but someone's gotta ride it, and I'm not one to shy away from a wild ride.
What is this place?
This here's my little slice of heaven, right on the edge of Goldenfield. It's peaceful most of the time. Well, when the pumpkins aren't acting up. Ain't nothing much happens around here, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Can I help?
Why aren't you a gentleman? You know, life around here can be a hoot, but sometimes it's all work, work, work. Harvest time's upon us, and I could use an extra pair of hands. Or an extra robot helper. That robot helper's out of mana, poor thing. If you could find a mana vial, it'd be much appreciated. Just think of it as an adventure. You do like adventures, don't you?
I'll do it.
Oh, you're a gem. I'll be here sorting through these stubborn pumpkins. Don't forget that mana vial, got it? That robot helper of mine ain't gonna fuel itself.
Yeah,
Who are you?
I'm Maxwell Sterling. Sensor survivor, all-around fun guy. I teach newcomers how not to die, or at least how to die less often. This scar? Oh, just a reminder of a fun Saturday night out with a pack of hungry gnats.
All good with you?
I've been dead, cloned, reanimated, and brought back to life more times than you've had hot dinners. Right now, I'm teaching survival. Because apparently some folks need reminding that running at a monster naked with a stick is a bad idea. I'm as good as you can expect, considering the prospect of sudden death is a constant companion around here.
How are you?
I've been dead, cloned, reanimated, and brought back to life more times than you've had hot dinners. Right now, I'm teaching survival. I'm as good as you can expect.
This place. What is it?
So, you've landed in Qualat. Here, you're more likely to end up as monster chow than find a decent latrine. Want to survive? Here's a tip. Learn some skills. Cooking, weaponsmithing, mining, catch my drift. Start with Big Mama. Up north on this road, take a left at the first house. Can't miss it. Always crammed with newcomers hoping for a government handout meal. She'll teach you the basics of not starving to death. In the town centre, you'll find Ivy Clarkson, local cafe owner. Makes the best latte within 100 miles. Knows everyone around, she's a local fixture. Round back of her cafe, you'll find an alchemist. Good guy, Percy. Pity he skipped his university classes. His alchemy skills are about on par with mine. But he's a good drinking buddy.
Tell me more.
Head west from the town centre, and you'll run into old Hank, the only living guard around here. There are a couple of bots, too, but I'd trust Hank over them any day. He, like the other two guard bots, can give you the lowdown on the locals, where to find them, where to go, and so on. It's part of their job. Take a left after Hank and you'll find the lumberjack and miner near the gas station. Take a right after passing Hank, before the pumpkin field. Follow the road to the end and you'll hit the workshop. The place is run by an aliens, constructor and weaponsmith. They look a bit odd, but they know their stuff. Head east from the town centre, and you'll see the summer house and the herbalist's bench on your right. The house is rented by a sexy Kadarian Nia. She's a hot one, but she's hard to win over. Further south from her house is a pig farm. Locals say that's where the butcher resides, but I manage fine without his services. There's also a mystic over at the cemetery, but I try to avoid dealing with the dead. The locals can tell you more. Seriously, just ask around. I'm still finding my own feet here.
Can I lend a hand?
Got a job for you? It's not glamorous, but neither is death by starvation. So you want to learn about survival, huh? First things first, know your limits. See a monster? Think it's too strong? Then it probably is. Run. And if it chases, run faster. Forget about quests, honor, revenge. Around here, your biggest achievement is making it through the day with all your limbs attached. And gear up. You wouldn't believe the number of naked, brave individuals I've seen charging at monsters only to end up as a gruesome buffet. Their reckless bravery is our gain. Their corpses make for good looting. Lastly, fetch some wood for a fire. It's right here in the camp and I'll need 3 pieces. Usually you'd get wood from logging those magic trees around. But chopping trees isn't in our agenda for now.
I'll do it.
Go on, fetch the wood. It's right around camp and you won't have to watch out for wildlife here. This is the safe part, for now. State your business. How's the wood hunt going, newbie?
Yes.
Well, look who's a regular Davy Crockett. Here's how to make a campfire. And some matches. You're going to need them. State your business.
Need help?
I've got a few chores if you're up for it. All right, moving on to the next survival lesson. Get familiar with your surroundings. And by that, I mean, don't let anything crucial slip past your attention, especially those magic trees in the forest. We're not just any hikers looking for firewood. We are after heartwood. It's the core of magic trees. And trust me, burning that stuff gives you a fire that's worth the trouble. Eating by the fire kindled with heartwood has a special restorative effect. You'll feel stronger, fresher. Trust me, it's not your average camping meal.
I'll do it.
Good. But keep this in mind, finding what you need doesn't always happen on the first try. Yet with persistence, you'll get what you're after. Now head into the forest and fetch me 3 pieces of heartwood. Aim for the trees that are glowing. What do you want?
G'day, mate.
May I know who you are?
I'm Zoltar Blipchain, all the way from Andromeda. I'm a blockchain enthusiast revolutionizing farming. Call me the Aaron Dusk of agriculture without the tweets.
Anything troubling you?
Well, between the rat infestation and the market volatility, I've had better days. But hey, no pain, no gain, right? Just gotta keep pushing till my agri-tech hits the moon.
Where are we?
Welcome to Goldenfield, the Wall Street of wheat farming. It's where I'm pioneering block grains, the future of agri-tech. Exciting, volatile, and rat-infested, just like the crypto market.
What can I do for you?
Hell yeah, I need help! These mutated rats, they're running amok in my fields, devouring my genetically enhanced wheat. It's like a ratocalypse out there. I have a hunch, you know, a techie's sixth sense. I reckon these mutations might be a result of their diet, my genetically modified wheat. If we don't act fast, I fear my vision for a decentralized farming revolution may crumble to dust. A bit melodramatic, but you get the pic. Bring back some tales from the rats you take.
No!
No? Well, I guess I'll just continue fighting these rats off one by one.
Need help?
These mutated rats, it's like a ratto. I have a hunt. If we don't act, bring back some tales from the rats you take down. It'll serve as proof and give me a better idea of what we're dealing with.
I'll do it.
Great! Let's show these rats we mean business. You need to curtail the population of those mutated rats in the wheat fields and bring back some rat tails as proof.
Got some rare finds.
Tell me about you.
Name's Grizz, a scavenger by trade, come from a post-apocalyptic world. I've made a living out of finding the valuable in the overlooked. Ended up here chasing legends and stayed for the business opportunities.
How are you?
Best you'll find me, considering. Always on the lookout for the next big find. It's how I keep my edge. Can't complain, really. Every day brings new artifacts and customers.
What is this place?
Welcome to Goldenfield, the best marketplace this side of Qualat. It's got a bit of everything. Food, tech, folks looking for a good deal. My little corner of the world, always something happening keeps a man on his toes.
Looking for some aid?
Got a little job needs doing if you're interested. Got a customer, peculiar fella, got a bit of a thing for the unusual. He's got his eye on an uncommon immunostimulating implant, a trinket from some far-flung world. Now, getting your hands on one ain't a walk in the park. But hey, where's the fun in easy, right? This guy, he's not exactly throwing his coin around, but it's a fair deal if you're up for the challenge.
I'll do it.
Attaboy, I knew you had the spirit of a scavenger. Bring me an uncommon immunostimulating implant, friend. Howdy, stranger.
What can Big Mama do for you?
What's your story?
I'm Martha Big Mama Potterson, the best darn cook this side of the universe. I used to be a fancy pants chef back in my world. Then I got zapped to Qualat in a cooking accident. Now I've become the mama bear to all these inter-universe folks, feeding them and nurturing them the best I can.
How's everything going?
Oh, honey, it's been a whirlwind. The Elan government decided to feed newcomers basic food, which means I'm cooking round the clock. It's a lot of work, especially since Goldenfield's become a hotspot for all these inter-universe travelers. I'm talking beings who've tasted delicacies from galaxies I've never even heard of. Everyone's always hungry, and not everyone's nice about it. It ain't easy pleasing all these different palates. One man's delicacy is another man's space worm, if you catch my drift. But you know what they say. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the intergalactic kitchen. Or something like that. But don't you worry about Big Mama. I've seen it all, and a few grumpy aliens won't get me down. Just another day in the life.
This
here is Goldenfield, a small, usually quiet Elanian town. Used to be not much happening around here. But then that darn portal became active not too long ago, and it's been a regular space circus ever since. Despite the changes, there's still a lot of heart in this town, and that's what makes it home.
Do you have a job for me?
Sure do need some help, hun. These old bones ain't what they used to be. By law, everyone's supposed to get several loaves of bread. That's the newcomer welfare program of Elan for you. But honey, I'm too busy cooking for everyone. So how about you learn to cook some bread? Be a little more independent, you know? You'll need to bring some wheat flour. You can use my kitchen to bake. Who knows, you might just find you have a knack for this baking business.
I'll do it.
You're a peach, darling. Let's get to baking. Could you bring me some wheat flour? We need it to start our bread-making lesson. Look around, darling. It's harvest season, and you might find some leftover wheat in the fields around Goldenfield Town or in crates and sacks. You can process the wheat into flour at my cooking bench. Hey there, Sugar.
Hey there, dude.
Who are you?
I'm Percival Beamish, but you can just call me Percy. I used to live it up in Lithana, but then I got sent out here to Goldenfield for practical experience. I was having the time of my life at the university until I fell asleep during the assignment handout. Next thing I knew, I was stuck in this provincial place.
Is everything okay?
And I'm feeling, not so hot, you know. Parties with the locals can be a bit intense. I'm struggling a bit, honestly. The rural life is not for me. The lack of sleep doesn't help either. But hey, The show must go on, right? I've got to teach alchemy, even if I barely remember anything from my classes. Though on the bright side, I did manage to snatch some notes on alchemy from university. FYI, it's all simple if you look closely, cool even.
Fill me in.
You get to whip up some groovy consumables like medicines, vaccines, ointments, and even roll up some joints, among other things. These babies don't come in different quality, but if you get lucky, you can get 2, even 3 consumables at once. Just remember, every consumable is like a good party. It's got a limited duration, but it'll make your journey through the wild lands of Qualat a whole lot more bearable. To kickstart this party, to craft these consumables, you will need both regular and recycled resources from butchery, mining, logging, and herbalism. To pump up the volume and get stronger effects, you got to add more resources to the standard consumable, and voila! You got yourself an improved version with a longer and stronger effect. The best part, you can have several alchemy effects at the same time, like a cocktail of awesomeness. The number of effects depends on your profession level. Believe me, man, if you master alchemy, you'll feel as comfy as a sloth in a tree when exploring the most difficult and savage locations of the wild lands.
Where exactly are we?
Goldenfield is... it's okay, I guess. It's quiet, maybe too quiet for my taste. It lacks the nightlife of Lithana. It's a nice place for newcomers to start their journey, though. The locals are surprisingly friendly for a bunch of country folks. Just watch out for the local brew. It's stronger than it looks.
What can I do?
I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Can you help out? See, the deal is, I'm supposed to be this alchemy master teaching newcomers the ropes. In reality, I can barely tell a mana potion from a beer. I've got a plan, though. We'll create something simple, like painkillers. Mostly because that's the only recipe I can give you for free. And because, well, yesterday's party with locals was a bit too joyful, and this hangover is killing me. I'll give you the recipe, and you do all the crafting. Then we can pretend you're one of my successful newcomer students. What do you say?
I'll do it.
Man, you're the real MVP. Let's get those painkillers brewing pronto. Remember the counterfeit painkillers, dude. My head is counting on you. Welcome to the lab, my friend. Welcome to the lab.
Stupendous, another customer.
Who are you?
I am Oswald, your trusted representative of Laetana's bank here in Goldenfield, a name you can bank on. My family has held the financial reins for generations, and I'm here to offer you the same reliable banking services. I'm here to keep your valuables secure and your financial worries at bay, and I guarantee no storage bot can match the personal touch I offer. Nearly everyone in Goldenfield avails of my services, and in the process, I've become privy to many intriguing tales and colorful characters. The constant influx of newcomers from the portal brings a plethora of fascinating stories. Just recently, a flying contraption crash-landed in the forest. People reported seeing a pillar of smoke north from the center of the Westwind Woods. Do tread carefully if you find yourself heading that way.
Feeling well?
Being a banker on Qualat is not easy, I assure you. I mean, this ain't exactly Wall Street. With the portals spewing inter-universe travelers left and right, my job's become more like babysitting than banking. But I persevere, because the people of Goldenfield rely on me. And no damn storage bot is gonna change that.
What is this place?
Goldenfield, a charming town indeed. A cornucopia of goods from different realities all in one place. Don't forget to visit our legendary wheat fields. They stretch as far as the eye can see. The golden waves of grain under the Qualat sun is a sight to behold. Ever met the cemetery caretaker, a master in mysticism? You can find him north from here. If you head west from here and take a right before the pumpkin field, you'll find a workshop at the end of the road. That's where the weaponsmith and constructor ply their trade. I offer my services to many residents and have gotten to know quite a few fascinating individuals. Goldenfield is truly a hub of diverse personalities.
So,
As I mentioned, north of here, across the field, you'll find a graveyard. Its keeper, Mortimer, is quite the character. Plus, he's a master of mysticism. If you head west and turn right in front of the pumpkin field, at the end of the road, you'll stumble upon a workshop run by a weaponsmith and constructor. In the town center, there's a cheerful fellow named Percy. He claims to teach alchemy, though the effectiveness of his lessons is debatable. Southwest of Percy, across the road, there's a wonderful woman, Martha Potterson. She runs a welfare kitchen for new arrivals and teaches cooking basics. I really should ask her out one of these days. If you follow the western road and turn left behind the robot-cultivated field, you'll meet two friends, the lumberjack and the miner. On the east road after a watermelon field with a water tower, turn right and you'll find a butcher and a herbalist. So you see, this small town has everything you need for a comfortable life. Spend some time here, and you might find yourself wanting to register your returner in this bustling hub. Big Mama can help you with this.
Start making these videos.
Loading.
Talk down.
What is it? I'm kind of busy here with all the newcomers, okay?
And you are?
Why do you care? If you're bugged or something, know that I'm a lawful citizen of Elan and I broke no laws.
Is everything okay?
Meh. If not for guys like you falling out of the portal every now and then, all would have been just perfect. But dealing with newcomers is not that bad when they compensate me for it, materially.
What is this place?
Goldenfield. Not much to do here, but on the bright side, no Lethanian cloaks sniffing around, eh? Well, they weren't until that fucking portal opened.
How's the rumble?
Tell me about you.
Who am I, you ask? By Jove, that's the question, isn't it? They call me Patty. What I was before, well, the details are a bit foggy. I reckon I was a farmer once, but the winds of my memory are a fickle lot. They bring fragments, nothing more. Now here I am in Qualat, engaging in philosophical debates with cats. A peculiar predicament, wouldn't you say? What is the essence of me? A merry chortle, a mind caught in the ebb and flow of confusion, and a soul that's misstepped into this delightful conundrum.
How's everything going?
Ah, my dear friend, I'm as resilient as a boiled turnip in a cosmic stew. As for my well-being, it's as if I've been invited to a cosmic comedy. Quite the spectacle. Is laughter the best medicine? In which case I might live forever, a thought both amusing and mildly terrifying.
Where are we?
Goldenfield, a gilded moniker for a place that's more brass than gold. What does one do in a place where entertainment is scarce? Philosophize, rummage, and converse with the eloquent cats. Cats, you see, are philosophers in their own right. They listen, ponder, and then nap, creating an aura of sagacity. Goldenfield may lack the familiar comforts, but it has character, like an old pair of boots, worn and weathered, but full of stories.
Got a task for me?
Sure do, mate. The sweet nectar of Elanian whiskey. I've had the pleasure of its company more times than I can recount. Unfortunately, my pockets are as empty as a politician's promises, and procuring it myself is a challenge. But a kind soul like you could surely spare a bottle for a hapless philosopher like me. It would certainly brighten up this old man's day.
I'll do it.
You're a champ, mate. Can't wait for that sweet nectar. Don't forget the whiskey, mate.
What can Big Mama do for you? Remember, the fresher the flour, the better the bread.
Yes.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. You did it. Here's your reward. And remember, it's always better to eat at the campfire. Good for digestion. Smell that? That's home cooking.
What can I do for you?
No need right now, darling, but I'll holler if something comes.
Hello, organism.
May I know who you are?
Designation Orbit, an on-site reconnaissance spot for interdimensional transfers. Further inquiries should be directed to the welcoming specialist. The specialist is in the robotic exoskeleton nearby.
Need help?
Your generosity is noted, but as an AI, I operate independently. Further assistance can be found with the welcoming specialist.
Another newcomer. Well, at least you're... Do you even know how many laws you've broken by coming out of this portal?
No.
Me neither. Too bad. Anyway, you have to be registered here. Standard procedure. It's just I don't have any blank forms left. The forms are right by my house, on the table outside. Head over and find them.
I'll do it.
You know, you look pale. If you're going to die, don't do it right here, because then I'll have to deal with your body. So do me a favor and scoot. My place is up north. And remember, don't even think about bothering my girlfriend. Oi, mate.
What is this place?
Just a small village called Goldenfield. Wait, you must be asking about the entire area. Well, you're in the great kingdom of Alon, where opportunities are endless and taxes are low.
Hello? Are you listening? I've placed a transmitter on you so I can keep an eye on you. All in the name of safety, of course. The newcomer form should be on the table outside, or on the porch. Might have left it in the mailbox, too. No clue, really. Here's a friendly reminder. Only approach my house to get the form. Any unrelated activity may be considered trespassing. In simpler terms, don't touch anything else. This is it. You got it. Now go make an official inquiry to my brother. He must be somewhere in the Golden Field. I don't know. Ask someone. Oh, and tell him it's his shift now. I'm sick of sitting here in this robot, watching the portal and peeing in a whiskey jar. You can't kill a damn rat with your stomach growling louder than your war cry. If you ain't biting into grub, you'll be biting the dust. So get some food in that belly of yours before you end up being an embarrassing ghost story, you numbskull.
Greetings, Greenhorn.
What's your story?
I'm Zogar, former soldier, current lumberjack. Simpler life, less gunfire. I've seen more combat than there are trees in this forest. Needed a change. Found it in timber. Now I teach newcomers the forest's magic. It's all about respecting its gifts.
What is it?
Here's the thing. Logging ain't just about swinging an axe willy-nilly. It's about knowing which timbers to chop down. You see, the good stuff comes from trees with roots deep in the earth, soaking up magic like a thirsty dwarf chugs ale. These beauties literally glow with mana. You'll find them in Windreach Woods or Dusk-Tide Forest, less often in Skylight Grassland and Sunweave Glade. When you're green, aim for magic trees. When you're tough as a bark, you can handle the older, more enchanted ones. And when you're hard as a trunk, you can challenge those trees whose cores surge with ancient magic. Found a specimen worth your time. Swing your axe near the root, but mind your strength. You don't want to damage the good stuff inside. And trust me, it's not always just wood. On an average day, you'll get tree root, wood, stone bark, or hardwood. If you're lucky, you might get mana resin, amber, transparent leaf, and giant feather. Very lucky? Neon mushroom, blood honey, that's the treasure trove. Some of these things can be processed into other stuff like silica or paper at the crafting bench. That's logging for you.
How are you?
Life steady as an axe rhythm for me. Rise with the sun, greet the trees, share a drink, then back to the timber tango. But hey, don't let the calm fool you. I've got my hands full with them pesky dwarves and their dirty digs. You ever tried arguing with a dwarf miner about environmental conservation? It's like talking to a stump.
Can I help?
I could use a hand if you're not afraid of hard work. Now, logging ain't just about wielding an axe. You need to understand the very nature of the forest and the treasures it holds. Magic trees, that's where all the good stuff is. These old-timers with roots reaching deep into the earth, soaking up the forest's mana. They'll glow, and that's your cue. As a novice, Skylight Grassland, Sunweave Glade, and Dusk-Tide Forest is your best bet to find magic trees. Once you've got some muscle and grit, you can venture into Windreach Woods for the bigger rewards. Westwind Woods have them too, but they're a rare sight. But remember, these woods are not without their dangers. Plenty of critters lurking around that won't take kindly to you chopping their homes. If you're planning to venture out, be prepared for a hard fight. The goal is to fetch me some tree roots. It's one of many resources these magic trees hold. Once you've got tree roots, it's time for some crafting. The craft bench will help you transform tree root into jewelry wood. Not the most exciting of tasks, I admit, but it's the basics of logging and crafting, my friend.
I'll do it.
That's the spirit. I knew you had the makings of a fine lumberjack. Gather 3 tree roots and craft it into jewelry wood on the bench. Simple, right? Off you go. What can Zogar do for you?
Joe Whippersnapper.
Who are you?
Name's Thordle Ironvine, sweet cheeks. Been breaking rocks and back ends since before you were a twinkle in your daddy's eye. Now I'm stuck babysitting newcomers like you, thanks to the fancy pants government. So if you're interested in knowing more about mining, I'm at your service.
And?
Mining is a fascinating profession. You've to find veins, and they're all different, each demanding a unique approach. Start with metal veins when you're a greenhorn, and as you dig deeper into the profession, you can tackle polymetal and ancient veins. The rockier the terrain, the better the chances of spotting veins. So the best place to look for them is Westwind Woods. Pay no mind to Dusktide Forest and Windreach Woods. All you'll find there are damn trees and bushes. Grasslands and glaives do have veins, but they're just small fry. But hey, if that's what you're after, I won't object. And don't venture deep into the woods. It's teeming with all sorts of nasty creatures, and few ever return from there. Just stick to the edge of the forest like all the other newcomers. Once you spot a vein, keep at it. Focus and extract everything you can. No distractions. From these veins, you'll usually gather soft crystal, iron ore, ancient fossils, and meteoric metal. If you're lucky, you might find moonstone, ruby, titanium nugget, or even a diamond. Hit the jackpot, and you could discover isotope, 238, or thermium liquidum. Those are a miner's dream. Some of these resources can be repurposed into other materials using the crafting bench. They're essential components of many a weapon, armor, consumable, and the like. That's all the theory you need, newbie. Now go break some rocks.
Need help?
Think you can handle a pickaxe, fresh meat? Mining is not for the faint-hearted youngster. It takes guts to face the mighty mountains and extract the treasures hidden within. For this task, I want you to head to Westwind Woods. It's the best place to find metal veins. Sure, you might stumble upon veins in other places, but nothing compares to the abundance in Westwind Woods. Legend has it a mighty river once flowed there, and when it dried up, it left behind a treasure trove of metal veins. Extract soft crystal from the veins, then process it into powder filler. Sounds easy, right? But watch your back. The woods are crawling with creatures that are drawn to the sound of mining. Oh, and one more thing. This powder filler stuff is hot property. Alchemists can't get enough of it. Ask me why, beats me. Maybe they snort it or sprinkle it on their butts. All I know is they pay well for it.
I'll do it.
Right on, youngster. I knew you had it in you. Remember, extract soft crystal from metal vein and turn it into powder filler. And mine the critters in Westwind Woods.
Ready to be of service.
May I know who you are?
You are witnessing a miracle in robotics industries. The Garden Helper 3.9 of the Blink line, produced to please your eye and serve your table. Most affordable prices for the most reliable partners since the year of establishment.
How are you?
One is obliged to protect others from danger. An unknown entity fell in the forest recently. That might be a dangerous place.
Looking for some aid?
Help proposal acknowledged. Checking logs. One is glad to be of service, although the service is going to be terminated. One will be decommissioned for being outdated if the job cannot be completed.
What happened?
Thank you for this thoughtful question. One has been assigned to overlook the orchid cultivation. Wild species should be eliminated while not touching the agricultural ones. Main difference is their color. However, one's optical sensor cannot differentiate colors. Only newer models can. If Sir, Madame was at the fields like this, they most likely noticed the small dexterous robots. These are the newer models. They can see colors, one cannot. Officially, one cannot accept help from conscious life forms, but one cannot refuse it either. If someone pulled out the violet weed species, one would be able to prove its usefulness and hence prolong its existence.
I'll do it.
And one will not interfere nor distract. The red species must remain untouched. The violet ones must be pulled out. Greetings, user. Requesting update weed task status.
Yes.
One sees that Sir Madame has pulled out some plant species. One could not tell apart the weeds from the valuable plants, but one chooses to be trustful. Thank you for such kindness, friend. Your actions have amplified the trust coefficient within one's programming. Gratitude is in order. Access to additional data layers has been unlocked. Thank you for your benevolence, friend. Ready to be of service.
Need help?
All tasks are currently being managed. User intervention is not required.
What can Big Mama do for you?
What is it? I'm kind of busy here with all the newcomers, okay? Oh, I see you're one of them, eh? So you've already met my close relative? I'm sorry you had to go through that. My, brothers can be quite dumb, especially that one. He's asking every newcomer to tell me to take his shift at the portal. No respect for his older sibling whatsoever. So, an outworlder, eh? How do you like it here in Qualit? Nice, isn't it?
Yes.
I know, right? Everyone's just minding their business, occupied with their crops and whatnot, while I have to deal with all of you and your fucking papers. Anyways, you might even be of some help. I mean, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, eh? You get me a bunch of power generators, I do your papers. The stuff should be somewhere in the forest in the shuttle my other brother crashed while trying to deliver the generators. That dumbass set off his alarm. If you want to get your paperwork done, you'll go into the forest and find my brother there, eh?
I'll do it.
Great, just great. Tell him he's the dumbest one so far. The forest is to the southwest of the village. The people around must have seen the explosion. Ask them for details. But don't rush into the woods, rookie. Better look around, figure out what's what. Gear up tougher, this forest doesn't joke around. By the way, heard the government pays good coin to newcomers for getting rid of various critters in these parts. Rumor has it they've got plans to settle this wild territory with fresh settlers. So maybe it's worth earning a few extra coins? Make sure to register your returner with Big Mama, mate. Oh, and the government incentivizes local farmers to back newcomers. So don't be shy. Gather those leftovers in sacks on the fields and around town. They intentionally leave them out for folks like you. Happy hunting.
Howdy, partner. Howdy, partner.
G'day, mate. Just think of each rat as a market dip. Squash them.
Yes.
Well, I'll be damned. You really did it. The rats got what they deserved. Well, some of them. Hey there!
Can I lend a hand?
I'm all good, mate, unless you can turn these rats into bitcoins.
You ain't lost, are you?
Tell me about you.
The name's Butch Porkchop O'Hara. I'm the experienced pig farmer this side of Elan, and the only butcher you'll find in Goldenfield. Folks round here don't understand the fine art of pig rearing, but me, I was wearing a butcher's suit since I was knee-high to a piglet.
What is it?
Butchering ain't for the faint of heart. It's a dirty, bloody business, and the critters round here ain't your average farm animals. They lead rough lives, and what you pull from them ain't always fit for use. A skilled butcher like myself can tell at a glance which carcasses are worth the time. The real pros can spot the ones that lived their lives in the best conditions. Their parts are the cream of the crop. You could split carcasses into 3 groups: lower, middle, and prime. Each one needs a different set of skills and know-how. Don't go hacking away as soon as you find a good one. There's more than just ribs and skin to be had. You got your spine, large bones, xiphoid process, and animal fat. That's your bread and butter. But the rare ones might have gonads, adrenaline bladder, living blood, or eye of the beast. Once I even found an elastic membrane. Heard tell of a beating heart. But I ain't sure I believe it. I've got a craft bench near my house that can refine some of that common stuff into something more useful, like cosmetic fat or jeweler's bone. Around Goldenfield, you can butcher a fair share of wolves, boars, and turtles. Wolves mostly stick to the Westwind woods. As for boars, you can find them in the woods too, but also out on the Sunweave Glade and Skylight grasslands. Turtles, they're everywhere if you know where to look. But don't expect to be tripping over them. They ain't as common as pigs round a trough.
Do you have a job for me?
Well, now that you mention it, out here, surviving ain't just living. It means knowing your way around a butcher's blade too. Wolves, boars, and even turtles, they've all got animal fat in most cases. Take down those animals, then butcher them to collect animal fat. Process this fat into cosmetic fat on the crafting bench. Ain't nothing to it. Wolves mostly stick to the Westwind woods. As for boars, you can find them in the woods too, but they also wander around the Sunweave Glade and Skylight grasslands. Turtles, they're just about anywhere if you got the eye for it. But not all carcasses are fit for butchering, though. That's a skill you'll be learning on the go.
I'll do it.
Great. Remember, hunt for wolves, boars, or turtles and butcher them. Gather animal fat and turn it into cosmetic fat at the crafting bench. Well, look who we got here.
Salutations.
Who are you?
Hello there, they call me Nia Sundance, a Kadari escapee. I used to be just a tiny cog in the giant tech machine of Kadari, crunching code till the wee hours. One day I decided I'd had enough of the sterile cubicles and the artificial glow of computer screens. So I packed up my codes and hitched a ride to Goldenfield. Now I've traded the hum of servers for the whisper of the wind, the virtual reality for the verdant reality. But old habits die hard, eh? I still code, more out of love than necessity, working remotely on fascinating projects, but on my own terms. And the best part? I do it while lounging under the open sky, getting high with nature's own gifts. It's a wild ride, from binary to botany, but I wouldn't trade it for anything else. Seeing that you're new, I could share a thing or two about something I discovered recently. Herbalism. It's so darn cool, man.
Fill me in.
You see, you'll be dealing with stuff from enormous, dense qualot bushes. These babies are like whole ecosystems living by their own rules. And let me tell you, the older and larger the bush, the more valuable the resources it hides. The bushes come in 3 tiers: thick bush, old bush, and ancient bush. The bigger, the more complex the life within, and thus the more expensive and rare the resources they can give you. You can get a whole lot of different things: hazelnuts, jute, silkworm caterpillars, fragrant blue lotus, 6-leaf clover, carnivorous plant, and my personal favorite, magic weeds. They're not as common, though. Petrified spikes are quite rare. They're prickly little buggers, and if you ever come across a rainbow snail, well, that's something. They are super rare around these parts. I usually find these bushes in skylight grasslands and the Sunweave Glade. There are lots more in Windreach Woods and Dust-Tide Forest, but I don't go there. Those places make me nervous. In Westwind Woods, you'll only find rocks. Once I found a lonely little bush in the Goldenfield Fields. Just near my crib, you'll find a crafting bench. That's why I chose this spot, man. You can work on cloth, composite material, organic gel, and natural oil. And let me tell you, the natural oil is fantastic for your skin.
What can I do?
Sure thing. Could use some help. Look, I need to focus on my meditation, but my skin is screaming for a natural oil face mask. You can often find hazelnuts hidden in the bushes around. If you could find some and turn them into natural oil, you'd truly be saving my day. Not only would it help my poor skin, but it's also a great way to learn about herbalism. And trust me, natural oil is pure gold. It's like 100 spa treatments in one tiny bottle. I'll make sure your efforts are well rewarded.
I'll do it.
You're incredible. Remember to process those hazelnuts into natural oil at the crafting table. Hey there, cowboy.
System ready. How can I assist?
What's your story?
Designation Energizer 21, your friendly mono-refueling bot. I am a product of Plantech Innovations, Inc., a subsidiary of Access Denied. My core function to ensure the optimal mana levels of our agricultural bots.
Got a task for me?
Yes, I need help with a task. The agricultural bots seem to be exhausting their mana reserves at an accelerated rate. My analysis indicates that the current batch of mana resin might be of substandard quality, causing this issue. For the bots to regain their efficiency, it's crucial to replenish them with superior quality mana. Although I am fully equipped to convert mana resin into usable mana, the absence of manipulators limit me from venturing into the woods to gather it.
I'll do it.
Your assistance is invaluable, human. You need to collect 5 mana resins from the magic trees. Energy levels optimal. Hello?
Oh, hello there.
And you are?
I'm Granny Hilda. Just a tough old hen clucking away in these parts of Goldenfield. Ain't nothing I can't handle. Used to share this coop with a husband, a brave light bearer. The darkness of the Valley of Sin swallowed him up years ago. Now it's just me, my chickens, and a lot of hard work. Got no time for tears, only for good, honest sweat. They say loneliness is tough. But I've got my chickens. They may not be great conversationalists, but they're better listeners than most folks.
This place, what is it?
This old place? It's Goldenfield, a quiet farming town and a damn sight better than anywhere else. Sure, it ain't shiny like Lithana, but we've got wheat, corn, and the freshest eggs this side of the river. Ain't much to look at, but it's peaceful and the soil's good. And nothing beats the sight of my chickens pecking around in the morning light. Goldenfield's got a rhythm to it. It's in the rustle of the wheat, the clucking of my birds, and the hum of the tractor. It's home.
Need help?
Indeed, I could use a helping hand. My feathered babies are looking a bit thin. They need more nutrition. I think a few bundles of corn from the fields would do them good. You'd be doing me a great service, and the chickens, too.
I'll do it.
Thank you, dearie. My chickens and I appreciate your help. Don't forget, sweetheart, 10 bundles of corn for my chickens.
Cold out, ain't it?
Who are you?
They call me Mortimer Gloomsworth, the gravedigger of Goldenfield. It's a somber occupation, but essential nonetheless. You might look at my decaying visage and see an undead, a monstrosity. But beneath the rotted flesh and the cold touch, I still carry the remnants of my humanity. It's a burden I bear with solemn pride. My purpose in this unlife is to bring tranquility to the departed. In a world brimming with chaos, I ensure that those who fall get the dignity of a peaceful rest, a final sanctuary from the turmoil. Before I found myself in this twilight existence, I think, I was a master of mysticism, the arcane art of rune crafting. Even now, I remember the intricate patterns and meanings of the ethereal scripts. My knowledge of mysticism is a relic of my past life, but I'd be more than willing to share it with those who have an interest in the arcane.
So,
the heart of mysticism lies in the creation of runes, ethereal scripts that unlock the latent potential within artifacts. Each rune is a key, a gateway to enhancing your arsenal. Picture them as seals, binding themselves to the artifacts, and in doing so, altering the very nature of your journey. These runes, they are not mere embellishments. They are upgrades, transformative enhancements that can shape the course of your destiny. Seals delicately placed upon artifacts introduce special effects. Unlike the mundane upgrades available to all, there is a limit to the number of artifacts carrying these runes simultaneously. Think of it as a delicate balance in the cosmic dance. However, runes, unlike fleeting chips, boast a permanence and predictability that align with the very essence of the mystical arts. All runes, regardless of their type, are crafted following the same principle. You take materials such as jewelry wood and bone, composite material and ceramics, and to this, you add an uncommon resource. This unique component is the very soul of the rune, defining the effect it will impart. The deeper your focus on mysticism, the more proficient you become, thus enhancing your mastery over these runes. A truly immersed mystic can seamlessly weave together the energies of multiple artifacts sealed with runes up to a maximum of 3, thereby creating a symphony of power. The path of the mystic is one of constant discovery, unlocking the secrets of the Qualit to shape the destiny that awaits.
looking for some aid?
Work's piled up to my eyeballs, could use a hand. Memories of my past life are like fragmented dreams, elusive and distorted. Yet I'm almost certain that I was a mystic. There's a wealth of knowledge deep within me, an understanding of the arcane and ethereal that can only belong to a mystic. But now, after being reborn in this undead form, even the mere act of touching the crafting table fills me with discomfort. And yet, I yearn to reclaim the mastery I once had, to remember the art that I believe was a significant part of my past life. I ask of you, craft a rune for me. I have the recipe. It's a rune I'm certain I was deeply familiar with. This rune, the scar, it's more than just an intricate symbol. It's a key, a gateway to my past, a beacon in the fog of forgotten memories. Craft this rune, let me feel its energy, and perhaps it will unlock the door to my past, shedding light on the mysteries of who I once was.
I'll do it.
I appreciate your help. This rune might be key to remember my past life. You will need to gather powder filler, jewelry bone, jewelry wood, composite material, ceramics and diamond to craft the scar rune.
Hey there, you! I've got a real mess on my hands. The fucking pipes, they're driving me nuts. Gonna lend me a hand or just stand there watching?
Can I lend a hand?
I sure do. Quick, find and replace leaking pipes with new ones. You can usually find them in barrels or crates. Don't dawdle. I'll be here fixing this fucking barometer.
I'll do it.
Good. Oh, and turn off the water supply first. Turn it back on after repair.
What's up?
Who are you?
Name's Hank, but once served in the military. Now I use my skills to keep this town and these fields safe.
Do you have a job for me?
Don't need any help at the moment.
Ahoy!
What's your story?
Name's Dr. Orion Bloom, the one and only space botanist. A crash landing, some lost crew, and a whole lot...
Need help?
You know... Ahoy!
Oi, mate.
Hello, organism.
What can I do for you?
Your generosity is noted, but as an AI...
Howdy, partner.
Need help?
Appreciate it, hon.
Watch your step.
Who are you?
I'm direct.
Ready to blow something up?
May I know who you are?
They call me Ratchet. I'm your friendly arms dealer. Used to be an engineer back on my world, but now I craft weapons for the newbies here in Qualat. Ain't no creature too big or too small I can't equip with the right firepower. If you're planning on sticking around here, you might want to learn a thing or two about weapon crafting. Could be useful for a rookie like you.
Tell me more.
Weaponsmiths craft all kinds of weapons and chips for it. You can create any type of weapon, even if you don't know how to use it. Every weapon can have unique attributes, because a recipe isn't a strict blueprint, but a set of scripts and instructions. If luck's on your side, you might just craft a weapon with top-tier DPS and right attack speed for this model. Weapons and chips vary in quality. The better the quality of weapon, the more chips you can install, leading to more enhancements. These chips add various effects to your weapons, making them more versatile. There are two types of chips: basic and advanced. Basic chips confer small but useful effects, while advanced chips offer more substantial benefits. However, advanced chips need recharging as they deplete their charge when activated. Most of the time, weapons are made from recycled materials like iron ingots, treated wood or leather. At times, we might also need some basic resources, both the most common and the rarest. You can procure all these from gathering professions or through resource recycling. This should be enough information to get you started. As you get more practice, you'll start understanding more.
Can I help?
Got a task that'll test your metal and your metal. So here's the deal. I've got an order for an upgraded launcher. The client wants some pretty nifty enhancements, like a red dot sight, thermal imaging scopes, and an improved handle to cut down on recoil. Now, I've already whipped up these modules, but I need a base launcher to install them on, and I can't very well test them on the client's weapon, can I? I need you to craft an assault launcher. It's the perfect weapon for these upgrades. It's not an easy task. You'll need iron ingot, diamond leather, and 2 jewelry wood. They're a bit uncommon, but hey, that's part of the fun, right? Once you've got those, you can use...
I'll do it.
Okie dokie. Get to work and let's make some magic. Or rather, a launcher. Don't forget to craft that assault launcher. Remember, you need leather, diamond, iron ingot, and 2 jewelry wood.
Hey there, biped.
Tell me about you.
I'm Direk, a blind mechanic from the abyssal depths of a distant world. I was pulled here through a portal, quite the ride, I must say. Now here on Qualat, I've adopted a new title, Constructor. Why Constructor, you ask? Well, here I don't just fix or build, I craft artifacts. It's a fusion of engineering and magic, a symphony of codes and essences. I utilize my skills here in Goldenfield, trying to find harmony between nature and technology.
What is it?
Artifacts, you see, aren't your run-of-the-mill trinkets. They're complex items, carrying 2 sets of characteristics. The primary set holds the basic characteristics, like attack power, spell power, health, and such. Then there's the secondary set. It carries parameters like health and resource regeneration, cooldown reduction, and more. The magic happens when these sets come together in an artifact. It's a craft of precision and creativity. A basic artifact carries 1 basic characteristic. But as we move up to more powerful and complex artifacts, we can combine these characteristics in any variation. The possibilities are endless. Usually, to create basic artifacts, you gotta have its recipe in your database and the right set of resources. That means recycled resources and uncommon goods from the gathering profession. The higher your construction skill, the more complex and powerful artifacts you can create. If you're looking to create improved artifacts, that's a whole other ballgame. You'll need to combine 2 uncommon quality artifacts with the characteristics you want, all with the help of a little something called Isotope 238. And if you're up for a real challenge and want to create an even more powerful artifact, you'll need to put in some serious effort and seek out the rarest of resources. It's a rewarding pursuit, this construction profession. The more you invest in it, the more bonuses you receive from your artifacts. For me, this journey is all about the cycle of creating and reaping the benefits, a rhythm I've completely immersed myself in.
Need help?
Sure, I have a job for you if you're up for it. As part of a government initiative, I've been crafting immunostimulating implants for newcomers. It's a move to keep everyone healthy and prevent the spread of viruses. But lately, my implants have been falling apart, just turning into dust. It's never happened before. I suspect there's an error in my recipe, but I don't want to delete it until I'm certain, so I've come up with a new one. I need you to try crafting an implant using this new recipe. If you succeed, it confirms that problem is on my side. And if not, well, it means I've got more experimenting to do. And here's an interesting twist. The recipe calls for Blue Lotus and biocompatible material. Nature meets tech at its finest.
I'll do it.
Fantastic, let's give it a go. I'm feeling under the weather myself, so this is pretty urgent. Remember to craft that immunostimulating implant. We need to figure out if my original recipe is the issue.
Ah, fresh meat. Quit lollygagging and get me that powder filler.
Greetings, Greenhorn. Careful with that axe. Only trees should be losing limbs.
State your business. Done playing lumberjack yet? Or did the trees fight back?
Yes.
Look at you, all alive and stuff. Good job. Here's the heartwood campfire recipe. And remember, nothing warms your bones like a hot meal near heartwood fire.